Good morning. Ignore the ugliness of the bathroom. It's Wednesday. I'm going to work, and this is what I look like. This is my favorite shirt. I love this shirt. Bye. Got something to say, Milky? Tell the people this might be the last time on camera for you. Where.
Say, I still love you, still, baby.
Somebody's coming to look at her today. I am sad, but at the same time I'm trying to realize that this is probably what's best for her. She needs probably a one-cat home, so. Headed to work. It's kind of foggy in some places. I have an 8 o'clock meeting. Who does that to me? Oh well. Haha. Alright. We're on our way to work we go. We're on our way to work we go. Alright. See you later. Yay! It's time to go home. It's 5:47 p.m. And guess what? It's not raining. And the sun is shining. Whoa, Z. Hello, Z. So, yeah, that's exciting because for a while I was beginning to think it was like, I was like living in Forks, Washington. Twilight reference, geek. Okay, so yeah, I'm excited. However, I must say that I know I'm not even home yet, but I know that Milky has a new home, so I'm going home to know Milky, and sorry for the camera shake. So that makes me a little sad, but okay, I'll be back when there's no shake. Shake chocolate or strawberry. Bye-bye. Hey everyone, how are you? It is Wednesday night. Oh my gosh, 11:35 p.m. I stay up late all the time, don't I? I'm making a habit of this. So, tomorrow I do not have work. However, I do have counseling, and so I've been actually doing some homework by reading a little bit of this Making Peace with Your Parents. And actually, some of what I have read so far is pretty good. Obviously I'm not going to read all of this that I've read so far, but let's see. I just want to read this a minute. You can assume that hidden resentments may be festering inside you if you feel like getting back at or telling off your boss. Sometimes lose your temper over a small matter and say things you later wish you hadn't said. Yep, guilty. Get bogged down in frequent fights, disagreements, struggles for control, and feelings of distrust with your spouse or lover. I haven't had that recently, but I have gone through that. Feel left out, overlooked, unappreciated, or taken for granted at home or at work. I have felt that way a lot at work over my 24 years. Here's one. Suffer from frequent headaches, neck aches, back aches, stomach aches, or other bodily aches and pains. Well, we know that's for shizzle. I definitely get headaches quite frequently. And lately, in the last few weeks, stomach, like, achy, like, ulcer-ish. Not really ulcers, but you know what I mean. Well, could be, I guess, but have a weight problem or go on eating binges when you are emotionally upset. Well, we all know I have a weight problem. It's not as bad of a problem as it used to be, but yes, definitely. Dread having to call, write, or visit your parents. I don't know if I ever, no, I'm sure I have talked about it, but now with my mom, I talk to her all the time. I called her if I had questions. I visited with her all the time. When my husband was working on the weekends, me and the girls were over there all the time. My dad, however, I never wanted to call him. I never wanted to go over there. I never wanted my girls to go over there. I did call, or, we did spend time at Christmas, and I did call on Father's Day. However, I most of the time felt like I really didn't want to. Same with his birthday. That changed in the last couple years of his life, but prior to that, no. Still compare yourself and compete with one of your brothers or sisters. I wouldn't say that I feel competitive with my brother because I hardly ever see him. I barely know him practically anymore. I am trying a little bit now and then. He is on Facebook once in a while. But yeah, and then I will admit that sometimes I feel, when my dad was alive, I felt as if that half-sister, got more from my dad than what I did. But guess what? Looking back, that's partially my fault too, because I chose not to be involved. So, anyway, poke fun at or make spiteful comments about those you love. I don't do that. Frequently feel disappointed by or bitter about your family, work, the world, life, God, and other people. We definitely know that I have felt quite bitter, angry, frustrated, etc. with work in the very near past, with parts of my life. As far as God, I have kind of run from it and then try to go back and run from it, and I'm basically lost when it comes to that, I guess. Feel your parents never showed their love for you. My mom did. My dad did not, in my opinion. Try to make others feel sorry for you. This one is very tough to admit. I don't want to feel like that's what I'm doing, making others feel sorry for me. However, when I think about stuff, a lot of times, in the past, and maybe even on the videos here too, like when I'm talking to people or whatever, I start to, word vomit and just say all kinds of stuff, and, perhaps it is me trying to get attention or make people feel sorry for me. And that just bothers me. It bothers me that I would do that. Feel like you are frequently holding back anger from your spouse, lover, family, friends, or children. I know I held back anger from my dad. I was never, ever, 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 ever able to tell him myself how I felt about the decisions he made as a father, about any of that. I was always afraid of him, always. And that really bothers me. Feel restricted in expressing your love for your spouse and family. I don't feel restricted in in expressing my love for my husband or my kids. I love them to bits, and I feel like I express myself very well. However, with my mom and dad, I had difficulty, even with my mom, even though my mom told me she loved me a lot, and she, you know, birthday cards were always mushy ones and whatever, and we were always visiting each other. I could never verbalize I love you. I don't know why. I mean, I could never verbalize it. Even though I did things that showed my love for my mom, like making her cards, hand making her cards, or you know, the phone calls or the whatever. I mean, in a card I could write I love you, I could just never verbalize it. With my dad, I could never verbalize it, and up until his last year or so, 2 years of life maybe, if I saw him, I would actually say I love you if he told me, if he said it to me, which wasn't very often, but it's just interesting reading this, what little bit I've read, because it's kind of like another it's reality check. On a brighter note, not a brighter note, on another note, I don't like doing this, because it does, you know, you are confronting old hurts, or I am, and the thing is, another thing I was reading in here is, you know, exactly what has happened to me. Someone at work or someone in life is going to trigger a resentment, or, you know, a feeling from my past with my dad, in this case my dad. And that's what has happened kind of at work, you know, and that's tough. So I remember the last time I was in counseling, it got to a point where I didn't like doing this stuff anymore because it hurt. And so I'm like, I'm doing good. But I can't do that. I have to fully know that I'm good, and that I'm completely at peace with my resentment and anger towards my dad. Just because someone passes away doesn't mean all of it just magically goes away. It doesn't. I'm the type of person that seems to hang on to those hurts, and I don't like doing that. So tonight Kara and I took her out to get a new purse, and because someone in my friendships on YouTube, and actually I have met this person in person. Anyway, Steve has said how yummy and amazing these candy corn M&Ms are. And I've been looking for them just because it's like, okay, I gotta really see if these are really all that good. And so I actually did find them at Target. I haven't been to Target in forever, but I found them. No, I did not eat this bag or this entire, there's quite a bit left in the bag, but Kara put some she's taking some to school tomorrow and whatnot, but they're basically white chocolate with the candy corn colors, orange, yellow, white. See, and they're a little bit bigger than your normal M&M, but anyway, they're all right. I like milk chocolate M&Ms a little better, so I have no addiction to these. I don't, they're for me. I also got a magazine. And I've never gotten this magazine before. I just have seen bits and pieces of it here and there, like doctor's offices and whatnot. I normally don't. $4.50 for a magazine seems like a lot of money for me, and so I normally don't do that. But I will admit to falling for this cover article, How to Fulfill Your Destiny, a 30-day plan for finding your true purpose. Now, if I haven't been struggling with that. The other one on here, what are you really hungry for? 3 ways to be emotional eating. So, you know, I thought it'd be good for, you know, lunchtime at work or whatever, or even just kind of chillax in here. Anyway, so yeah, another long video, and I hope you guys are doing well. Tomorrow's counseling, I'll probably come back on and talk about that a little bit. By the way, Milky is at a new home, and they said that they would, you know, let us know how she's doing in a couple days, because, you know, I'm just like this. I get so attached to these animals, and I do. I'm doing okay, but I know that when I go to snuggle up to watch a little bit of TV or whatever, and my Milky won't be there, I will miss her. It will be tough. It will be tough. So, anyway, she was at the beginning of the video, though. I have such a big heart for pets and animals. I have a big heart for a lot of things, I guess, but I get so emotionally attached. It's so hard. Anyway. Alright, guys. We'll see you tomorrow for Thursday. Yay. Peace, love. Peace. Love. Love with wings. Woo. Smiles and kisses. Bye-bye.